Today we're at Harvard and I wanted to tell you how you can get into a university like this. And guess what? The best part is, if you get into Harvard, you don't need to worry about tuition. You don't need to worry about living expenses because it's a need-based school. That means that if you don't have some of these things, you don't have the best, finances, that's okay. Your parents don't have to afford your education over here for you because Harvard will take care of it already. That's the beauty of it. Getting in is the hardest part. Once you get in, it is free to study over here essentially, as long as you don't have the finances for it. So let me tell you today how we have also sent some students to study over here and how you can actually do it by yourself as well. And it doesn't start with ChatGPT and AI. No, it doesn't. You can search online, but these things which work for pretty much most of the universities in the US just do not work for schools in the top 5, top 10 in the US. So here's my experience. Number one, you need to focus on having a very story specific, custom story based SOP. What people have is essentially, gibberish about how they did this project, then they did MNIST number detection, and then, they applied AI here, did this, that. All those things are great, and I appreciate what you've done. But the thing is, I'm sure Harvard appreciates that too. The thing is, every single person who's applying here is probably doing something similar. They're already submitting something similar. So don't talk about all of your projects, all of your experiences. Talk about the experiences that shaped you, but majorly make it into a story. What we have seen is, and we reviewed some samples of SOPs based on which people have been able to get in over here. They have them on display. So if you ever get the chance to come visit, you'd visit and you'd review them yourself. What's different is that they were very story specific. It wasn't an SOP based on essentially, how I did this in my bachelor's, then this in my, later on I started doing this kind of a job for 3 years. I worked here and then I did this. It's not really like that. It's really very, very specific to essentially the personal story, what really comes closer to your heart. Okay, I wake up in the morning, for 10 years I've done this, and then I started doing this. This is how my life got changed because of this, and that's how I feel this is a good time for me to study. Something like that. Some SOPs we saw, they didn't even mention Harvard once in the whole SOP. It's insane. So I want you to try these things out. That's number one, SOPs. Number two is applying on time. Harvard, a school like this, which is need-based, right? It allows you to study for free. Imagine how many applications it gets. So the competition is high. The school has money. They will allow you to fund your education. They'll allow you on-campus jobs. They'll allow you a lot of things through which you'll be able to afford your education over here. But at the same point in time, you need to apply on time because there's just too much competition. And I'm sure you know that. Next, another thing that I realized was very, very important to the core of how students are getting in is they're not exactly seeking people who essentially are just looking to get an MBA or just looking to get a master's degree. They're seeking people who want to make advances in the field, make innovations, make new startups, new companies, new research, things that have not happened before. They want innovators basically. And if you want to show innovation, one of the best ways to do that is to start your own company. If you're going for an MBA, for instance, show what you've done or create some product. Maybe, start basically a research paper, show what kind of research you've done, how your research is being used all over the world, or you create a product that is patented by you, and then thousands of people start to use that product. Something which the normal person is not doing. And I know this sounds so difficult to do at first, like, how do I do this? Where do I even start? But we have so much information for you out there, which is available to you for absolutely free. All you have to do is to sign up on YMGrad.com. I'll send you in the sign up email itself. It says your study material and more. You will have cheat sheets on visas, how you can basically do research. You'll have basically pathways on, really doing it the first time if you've never done this before. So my advice to you is start off with some of those things. And we have people on our platform on YMGrad.com, which you can chat with for free, who have gotten into this school and many others in the US, some of the topmost universities, and you can chat with them for absolutely free. We don't charge you anything for doing that. Chat with them, start researching with them. It's absolutely free in many cases, but start your journey somewhere, which is currently, it's a long way if you're someone with a normal profile, like when I started my profile building. So I hope that some of this information helps you, because these are just some of those aspects people, make mistakes on. The biggest mistakes are made probably in these aspects when you try to study abroad, try to study in the US, especially at a school like this one. And it's a great school. It's a great place to be, great place to study. And I feel like if you come here, you're probably doing great things in life. In most cases, right? Reach out to my team on WhatsApp. The number's in the description if you need any more help regarding your case. I hope that this video helps you. Goodbye and take care. Until the next one.